Hi, this is Scotty with Scotty of All Trades. Today we're going to change the oil on a Mazda6. You're going to need your 5 quarts of oil. You're going to need oil filter, something to funnel your oil into, oil filter wrench, some gloves to keep your hands clean, a socket set, metric, breaker bar, lots of rags, and some cardboard to lay on, as well as a drain pan for your oil and something to put it in afterwards. Once you have your car safely supported by some jack stands or some ramps and the back wheel is chocked, you're going to want to take off this plastic skid plate. There's 7 10mm bolts that hold that on. Socket set, definitely get you by. I'm going to be using my drill just to make it a little bit easier. Make sure when you're taking these out, leave 1 or 2 bolts in the front to do last. That way everything's supported and you won't get hit in the head. Okay, just to give you a better view, we went from the rear of the car. I'm looking forward toward the front. That way you can see the drain plug bolt right here. You want to go ahead and make sure you lefty-loosey it, so righty-tighty is that way. So we're going to come this way. So when I put my socket on there, this is 13mm on this socket head. I'm going to push that way, away, and then we're going to break it loose. Make sure you have a paper towel handy. And again, a good idea when you're taking this off, after you fully pull it out, have your wrist or hand up to the bottom here. That way when you pull the plug out and come this way, it's going to drain on your fingers and down, and if your hand is this way, it's going to drain down your wrist. Not fun, so that's a fun way to do it, to keep your hands a little bit cleaner. Alright, we're going to go and break this apart. There we go. Once it spins freely with your fingers, and usually I don't drop it into the oil, but sometimes you do. Just get a magnet, pull it out, no harm, no foul, no foul. And it's starting to drip. There we go. Caught it. Nice. Okay, now the oil has slowed to a couple drips. It's not coming out steadily. You can go ahead and put your drain bolt back in there. And always finger tight first, especially on an aluminum pan like this. Once the threads are started, you're good. And then you know, check your torque specifications. Okay, now we're going to work on the oil filter. That is located at the very front of your engine. This right here is your oil pan, so looking from the front right tire, you see your oil pan right here. That's all aluminum. And then your oil filter is going to be in this housing just in front of it. So first we're going to use this Allen key. We're going to get that in there and loosen the plug that's in the center. And again, have your rag handy because that is most likely going to drip. And again, if you want to keep your hand up so it drips down. So once it's loose, you should be able to hand. There we go. And there's a little rubber gasket that we're going to replace on this plug as well. Make sure you're lined up. Not too much is going to come out. Okay, it's slowed to a couple drips. Now we're going to go and use this wrench to get the filter cover off the rest of the way. There we go, nice and easy. Now, before it's fully taken off, pull out your drain plug, let it drain the rest of the way. More that pressure is being released. Okay, now that you got your filter fully off and it's mostly drained, pop the old one off and make sure, always, compare the size, make sure that you've got the exact identical filter. And you know what? This is pretty cool because this is made in USA. This is made in Korea. We want to support the USA because that's where we live.
Our oil filter comes with 2 rubber O-rings that you're going to want to replace. The first one is on the filter drain plug, and the second O-ring goes around the filter housing.
Okay, now that we have our gaskets changed, we're going to go ahead and put the new filter back on there. There's a top and a bottom. They're both the same size, so it doesn't matter which way you throw it on there. Just put it in there gently. Then we're going to go ahead and put it up into there. Again, I like to go lefty-loosey first until you feel that click. That way you know the threads are seated. There it clicks. And you can tighten and know that you haven't gotten the grooves off. Alright, hand tighten it. We're going to switch to our oil filter cap. Oil filter wrench, rather. Now we just tighten it up gingerly. Now the same thing for the oil filter cap. We've got our gasket replaced, and we're going to hand finger tighten it. Again, lefty-loosey until the threads seat and are flush. Then we can tighten it with our hands further. Allen key to finish it up. And snug it up just a little bit. It's plastic and metal, you don't need to go too tight. There we go. We're going to go ahead and add our oil. This takes 4.25 or 4 1/4 quarts. Definitely have the hole on top. It's designed to pour that way. You go ahead and pour 4 quarts in. Your filter is going to take up some of the room too, so put 4 quarts in. go ahead and put the cap back on, back it down from your ramp stands, and then you can let it sit for a second while it's on a flat surface, and then check the oil level from that point. Well, thanks for watching today. Hope you learned a little bit about changing your oil. Pretty straightforward, but again, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. If you have leftover oil, take it to a local auto parts store and they can recycle it for you. And if you want to check out any of my other videos, just go ahead and peruse to the right there and give it a click.